Hello Rangers, and welcome to Ranger Review YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be going over America's oldest national park ranger, Ranger Betty Reid Soskin. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. So this past week on September 22nd, 2021, Ranger Betty Reid Soskin turned 100. She is now the oldest, and actually always has been for quite some time, but the oldest national park ranger in America. And in today's video, I just want to go over her incredible story because it's insane. So let's go ahead and get started. So Ranger Betty Reid Soskin is an East Bay-based civil rights activist, musician, and pioneering businesswoman. Through her work at Rosie the Riveter World War II Homefront National Historical Park, she has also become a leading spokesperson for the diverse experiences of domestic war effort workers during World War II. She was born as Betty Charbonnet in Detroit, Michigan on September 22nd, 1921. However, her earliest memories she recalls are amongst her family's Creole community in New Orleans between 1924 and 1927, when she survived the Great Flood in New Orleans of 1927. I can't even begin to talk about this girl's history because she's lived through like so much of it, but after the flood in New Orleans, Soskin's family relocated to Oakland, California as one of thousands of Black families who moved west during the Great Migration. And she has lived in the San Francisco Bay Area ever since 1927. This is where her history just gets even cooler and more elevated. In 1945, Soskin founded one of the first Black-owned record stores in the California Bay Area, Reid's Records in Berkeley, with her husband Mel Reid. Reid's Records had a humble beginning, with Soskin selling records through a garage door window, but it transformed into a Bay Area institution run by her children until its closing in 2019. She has had a lifelong love of music and has accomplished songwriter as well. In 1964, Soskin wrote Your Hand in Mine about the civil rights activist Fannie Lou Hamer, and in 2008 performed the song with the Oakland Symphony and Chorus. And during the 60s, a period in which her performance and composition of music expanded, Soskin also marched and fundraised for the Black Panthers. She has maintained for the rest of her life that her music career was how she processed this increasing era of increased prejudice and political unrest. Even Betty's work with the National Park Service was inspired by her long career as an activist and a musician. Soskin began her work with the National Park Service shortly after the presentation of the development of Rosie the Riveter World War II Homefront National Historical Park in Richmond, California in the year 2000. Then the park's then superintendent Judy Hart was surprised by Soskin's proclamation that she has a love-hate relationship with Rosie. Soskin knew firsthand the story of the women who worked in the wartime industry during the war, and also included experiences with racial segregation and discrimination that these stories needed to include in the park's interpretive material and historical documentation. During her time alive in the war, Soskin went to work for the United States Air Force in 1942. After learning she was employed only because her superiors believed she was white, Soskin promptly and definitely left the Air Force and went to work as a file clerk at a local A-36, the Black Artillery Lodge of the International Boilermakers Union in Richmond, California. Believing that it was her duty and responsibility to share with the park visitors what she and other Black women of the time experienced during World War II, Soskin officially joined the National Park Service as a ranger in 2004. She quickly became a legend at the park and went well beyond. President Barack Obama presented Soskin with a presidential commemorative coin at the National Park Tree Christmas lighting ceremony in 2015, and the following year she was honored with the entry into the Congressional Record. In 2018, she was named Woman of the Year by Glamour magazine, and in the foreword to Soskin's memoir, friend and relative J. Douglas Allen Taylor tells the readers that Soskin is often celebrated for her longevity, and it is remarkable for her ability to weave music, storytelling, activism, and history together for all of the visitors who visit the National Park Service. Obviously, for someone who is 100 years old, she has so many stories to tell, and you can still see her because she's still a working National Park Ranger today, which is insane. Well, everybody, that's the end in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up and comment down below with your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to click that red subscribe button and the little bell next to it to always know when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching again, and I shall see you next video.